Well, we have been discouraging people from making contact. That's difficult in a church setting. But we have a fellowship time before worship starts, and where we shake hands and have a few moments of fellowship. We're discouraging that. This coming Sunday, we're even going to push it further to where we're going to do away with that particular part of the service as far as the fellowship goes. Because I think the more steps we can take to help alleviate this, the better off we're all going to be. We're doing all that we possibly can as far as encouraging people to wash their hands. We have hand sanitizer at the entrances into our worship center, and they're stationed all throughout the church here for people to use as they come and as they go. The Bible tells us we're not to have a spirit of fear. God's not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, peace, and a sound mind. And I think that Christians need to use their sound mind. We need to use the wisdom that God gives us and take all the precautions possible, but not live in a spirit of fear all the time. Because if we feared all the things that we're confronted with, we would live in a constant state of fear. I don't think God wants us to be afraid. And for those people who live in a state where they may be elderly or they may have chronic illnesses, I would encourage them to stay home and not feel guilty because they're just staying there for their own well-being, for the well-being of others. This may very well be a time that churches everywhere, not just Baptist churches or Methodist churches, but believers everywhere, can come together and pray and ask God to do something about this virus. Because if we really believe what we preach, that God is able to do all things, then He is certainly able to alleviate this coronavirus. And that might be a real good call for the church people to come together of all faiths and just seek God's face.